So, Hypercam. We're changing stuff. We've been doing weekly videos for almost a year now, coming up on the anniversary. 1 year, though.
Insane, by the way.
Truly. And, like, better quality than I would have thought we would have pumped out. Like, I was hopeful, of course.
Yeah, basically, when we first started, the only reason we even made this channel was to motivate ourselves to just do anything creative.
And to finish projects for once.
Yes, exactly. To actually get completed things done, whether or not they were super high effort, but just to basically prove that we could. And we kind of started in the last couple months separately to feel this is becoming a lot more of a limitation than it is something that's actually helping us, right? So we had kind of both been thinking about how do we want to make changes, how do we bring it up, whatever. And one day I was just like, you want to change like everything we do?
And I was like, thank God you said something.
And she was like, thank God, because I've been wanting to change stuff. So I guess that's a lesson for just fucking speak up and don't suffer for months trying to crank out bullshit.
If you see something, say something.
No, exactly. Exactly. And when I was in the military and I saw my my gay, compatriots, I was also reporting them.
That's don't ask, don't tell. That's different.
We're changing some stuff. We're still gonna have something going out every week, just for that good old algo bait. But we're doing a couple things. So it's gonna alternate between we're still gonna make individual videos.
Right.
We're going to do a monthly combined video where we, both contribute to a full project. And we're also starting something exciting.
The actual original impetus for the channel that we tried once, didn't like, and then never took off the ground.
So in 2020 or 2021?
I think it was 2020.
Whenever our channel was created, we made this channel to make a podcast.
Yes.
That was the entire point of this channel, which we named after the company Unregistered Hypercam 2, but then just made the number one more.
Right.
Which, is very creative and original.
Very professional.
Super, super professional, brand identity.
It harks to a golden age of the internet,
It absolutely does. It absolutely does.
Filled with Windows Movie Maker and Sonic fan cams. That was before fan cams was even a term. That's how long.
It was just Sonic video.
It was just Sonic video. And you would pull it up and it would be ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
You freaking freaks! The original concept was that it was going to be an art podcast where we would do like digital art and we would show it on the screen while we were talking. I don't know how you came up with it, but one day she just messaged me and she's like, what if we called it the Popped Art Podcast? Because it's like Pop-Tart.
And like pop art.
And I was like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah, you hated it immediately. And I was adamant. I was like, no, come on. It's genius.
I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. We're not calling it that. Basically, we recorded an episode and then never did anything with it. And the channel sat dormant for like almost 5 years until we decided to start making videos.
Yeah.
So we're bringing back the Pop-Tart Podcast. Not affiliated with Pop-Tart. It's the Popped Art Podcast, okay?
And maybe not even related to pop art either.
It's not related to art, honestly, at all. So we have 3 segments planned. So the first segment for each podcast is going to be last month on Hypercam, which is going to be talking about the production process of whatever video we had made the previous months. So each of our individual videos, plus whatever we worked on together, just kind of insights into our workflow and things that we've been interested in. Second segment is Hyperfixation Station, which is going to be just talking about the stuff that we are completely obsessed with this month, basically. And then we're going to end with our final segment, What's pissing you off?
What's pissing you
off?
Because we're agitated people, and the world kind of sucks right now. There's gonna be something. There's gonna be something at least once a month.
Pissing you off?
And it's kind of the antithesis to the hyperfixation station.
Exactly.
You get a little positive, you get a little negative.
So, you're gonna end off every month with just terrible, horrible things.
That's true. Unless we end up coming up with more segments in between those.
Exactly. So...
Were you leading into something with
No,
that?
I
Or were
was
you
gonna.
just...
I was hoping you would say something.
So, this will ideally open up avenues to do, like, more interesting creative projects, because the last few videos I've done that aren't, like, music have been, like, real short form, easy to crank out in, like, a Saturday videos, you know? Just because I feel like we've both kind of done the stuff that we can crank out in a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're just kind of like running low on that, and it's just becoming like kind of stressful as we're like doing stuff. I'm out of college now. I'm looking for a job. You're looking for a spouse.
I have a spouse. Thank you.
You're about to have a spouse that you found on for like cheap.
Cheap is crazy.
So we got like stuff going on. I know we were both talking about like doing like a book club type deal and things like that. I don't know about you. I cannot read a book in a week. I've lost the capacity. I used to be able to go through like 90 in a couple days, but like now it's just not happening.
Right.
So a weekly format simply disallows that from being an option. But a monthly format, for us at least,
Super doable.
super doable. So that's kind of the plan. So, you know, thanks for sticking with us a whole year through trials and tribulations and ups and downs and house videos and not house videos and mostly not house videos.
And don't expect more.
And don't expect more, you know?
You know, and we'll kill you if you disagree. So.
See you for the next video, I guess.
Bye, bye, bye,
Bye, bye, bye, bye, bye, bye. Okay. I would love a little segment tease. Like a sexy caterpillar.
Segment tease nuts.
Oh, nice.
Anyway.
We went in different directions with that.